California Range weekend, the second class I did was with Lucas of Fieldcraft, and I mean, some call it low light. I call it no light because we were rocking chem sticks, man. Like, you know, it was dark, son. But overall, the course was awesome just to get an understanding of just another, for me, you know, more reps of shooting in the dark, you know, and with my guys, you know, I run a private security company. And so, you know, my guys, we shoot quarterly. And in those quals that we do and in the training that we do, we shoot at night. Why? Because well, I don't know, when do 90% of violent encounters happen? Like at night, not 90%, like a lot of them happen at night, man. This is when people doing shady stuff, right? So if you're a gun owner, or if you want to be a protector, either professionally, or you recognize your responsibility to be able to protect those who are depending on you, whether it's by choice or not, family or friends, you gotta train at night, dude. You know, because like when you're walking to your car after that movie and it's dark out, you know, that's when the creatures are out. So it was a really great course Lucas put on for us to really get to run pistols, woo, and get to run rifles, woo, at nighttime. Moving and shooting at nighttime is different, you know, knowing your gear, knowing where your stuff is, manipulating your weapon systems at nighttime is a whole nother world. And he walked us through all of that, understanding how to utilize your light effectively in those settings is a really big one, because you don't want to be like negligently discharging light, because while light can help you see things and help you effectively end the fight in self-defense, light can also get you killed. So you have to understand how to manipulate it effectively and when to use it. And going to these courses are one of the best ways to get high-level training and then get high-level reps where someone's critiquing you and really helping you develop higher-level skills when it comes to this stuff. So, you know, big props to Lucas. Fieldcraft is lucky to have him. And it was a night of a lot of really amazing takeaways, you know, like when during the day, here's one example of something I learned during the course that was a big takeaway was, you know, during the day, if I roll up on a barricade, obviously I'm gonna make sure I'm like at least 1 arm's length away, and I'm gonna work that barricade at distance, to maximize my vision, how much I can see around it, to maximize my ability to move and to work my angles, right? But during the nighttime, if your light hits the back of the barricade because you're at that same distance away from the barricade, it'll wash you out and illuminate you, right? So then you lose your night vision, and your target also gets a great target indicator as to where you are and what you'd be up to, right? So learning to get the light out actually in front of the barricade or past the barricade is something that is an effective tool that you can utilize in the right situation when working a light at nighttime and a barricade, right? So there's all these little things. We did a lot of just manipulating the light and getting good reps and manipulating the light, both on rifle and then also on pistol. And, you know, we all carry these guns around with lights on them, but when's the last time you seriously went and manipulated that weapon system with the light, without the light, shot with a light?
If I am low ready, it is literally low ready. My buttstock is over the shoulder, okay, in case I need to, whatever, room clearing, getting through the door, then I'll just snap this up. All I'm doing is I'm driving my thumb towards the target. Thumb. High port or high ready, I'm bringing it up just like this. This buttstock is tucked underneath my arm. If you have a short barrel, you can look just over your muzzle. If it's a little longer, just look over to the right of it. If you're left-handed, you might look over to the left.
And then we also did a lot of work with the handheld lights. So yeah, you know, a lot of us always have a weapon light, right? Boom. So a weapon light is there, which is ultra good, ultra useful when you're in the fight. But do you also carry a handheld light? And do you know how to actually implement that handheld light and fight, and actually the different ways that you can carry that and actually shoot with it, right? So these are kind of the things that we explored that I think a lot of guys don't think about. And the reality is, if you're carrying a weapon, and if you're considering yourself to be a protector, and if you're carrying a weapon light, you need to also have a handheld light, because you're gonna need to utilize as an executive protection professional. The one tool that I utilize probably more than anything else on my belt, other than my cell phone, right, is my light. So just, if you're a protector at all, you need to have a good light. So anyways, carrying a handheld, implementing that handheld while you're doing what you're doing, learning to shoot while holding that handheld in case like your weapon light goes down, or just in case you don't want to utilize that weapon light yet, is another huge skill we worked on. And we did a lot of moving and shooting, we did a lot of barricade work, and then we ended the night with a competition, which humbly, I will admit to you, I did win, and it was an honor, you know, and I got a bunch of really cool prizes. Lucas and the boys kicked down a bunch of amazing prizes for that. It was just a really good night of getting reps in that are exotic, like getting reps, high quality reps with high quality instructors on something that you don't generally really get to train. And even if you are training, you don't have someone with the background of Lucas sitting there over your shoulder and making sure you're able to execute it at the highest level before you leave. So all in all, California Range weekend, man, was an amazing few days of shooting, and that was the second class I took that day. So imagine how packed. I had like I think it was like 6 to 8 hour training days in one day. Rounds well spent for the information and experiences I got that made me a more efficient, a more effective shooter. And I got to hang with everybody in the industry, got to see all the cool kids, got to shake hands with all you guys that are watching this video. And so I really hope you guys come back to California Range weekend next year. I look forward to seeing you, training with you, shaking hands with all of you. And one more time, Lucas, thank you so much for everything that you've done, everything you're doing for the firearms community, helping good people become more dangerous, more willing, capable, and prepared. And, you know, ultimately, one more thing I'd like to say about California Range weekend is, guys, you know, you got to realize that with everything going on in the world, the one of, if not the most powerful asset we have is each other, community, right? You can get all the bullets and all the water and all the bread and all the supplies and be so prepared, but ultimately the ultimate like equity is going to be found in having a solid community of people who can protect and defend this nation and what you have. It is one of the most valuable things that you can have. And events like California Range Weekend and what Fieldcraft is doing and what we're doing here at the Protector Nation, this is how you get to be part of a community that will help us all survive and maybe even thrive when chaos does erupt in our societies, right? Protectors are the white blood cells in the body of humanity on this planet. So we need to make those connections. So I can't stress enough, come to events like this, you know, check out what Fieldcraft's doing, check out what the Protector Nation is doing, check out what California Range Weekend is doing, and let's strengthen our protector communities and make this world, make America a safer place by helping good people become more willing, capable, and prepared. And yes, making good people a little bit more dangerous. I'll see you guys out there. Protector by nature and by trade. Byron out. Boom.